Hey YouTube, this is a drink with the factor. Now, unlike Sire Blood, I am a born-again Christian, so I do not consume alcohol, so my drinks will be a little different. But this is what I like to call a G40 Mountain Dew. What we're going to do is we're going to add an ounce of Mountain Dew, an ounce of Mountain Dew, and for a little flavor, an ounce of Mountain Dew. All right, now I'm going to do this video here to kind of go over some basic stuff that's going on with the channel here. Kind of show off my customizations, just some stuff that's kind of going on. We got how I learned how to play Axis and Allies here, the first 100 Axis and Allies moves. I go ahead and read that from cover to cover a couple different times here. Just some basic stuff about me. In the background there, I have my axe I shut on. Getting pretty good now, but you know, it's a work in progress. Also, I have here a customization I want to show off here. This is a box I made to hold all my pieces. So if you come in close here, I got the an overlay here for the country. And when you open up the inside here, I have my setup charts here. And then when you go in here I have all my pieces I sorted out and made for easy access, just to play the game a little easier. Now, if you watched Sire Blood's video, he had announced that I was going to go ahead and make fun of him a little bit. This is an obvious, you know, attempt at that. Whether it's funny or not, I don't know. But to make levity of the situation, the whole reason why I did it was because, quite honestly, I am somewhat new to the whole Axis and Allies YouTube thing, and when I first started out, like probably many of you who are watching this, the first thing you probably seen was the cliffside bunker, because that's what typically comes up first. So when watching those, I tried to go out there and find other YouTubers who were out there. I eventually came across Sire Blood, I believe, because of a shout out that Young Grasshopper did, and his videos are great. His customizations are awesome. Obviously, not this. I mean, if anyone would have watched any of his videos, you know that's a far cry from what he does. And I made this as kind of just as an homage, because I really do like his channel and what he does. And in a lot of his Drink with Sire videos, he has his guitar hanging in the background and some cool, you know, books and you know, old, don't know the actual name of the pistols, but the old flintlock pistols and that kind of stuff up on his desk that kind of look cool. So this was obviously a cheap way to kind of poke fun at that. And of course I had to wear my shirt that his style, he says, is all button-up shirts all the time, basically. More about his channel in general. It first started out to where I watch his customization videos. Once I dove into him a little bit and watched him longer, I realized that his customizations were just about the best ones that are out there, if not, in my opinion, the best. I mean, he has his own, like me, he lives in an apartment, so you know, we don't have a whole lot of room, of course. So he made his own, what he called his portable table, I believe, or he could have called it something else, temporary shelter, temporary board, something to that effect. But he made a big wooden board that he puts on his bar area of his apartment to play, but made it goes together, interlocks on the sides, and it just fits the board, so it doesn't slide around and that kind of stuff. Also, it's all constructed by him. It's I don't know if it's painted or stained. I don't know which, to be honest. But then it's weathered to look, like it's been around for a while. And he has different inserts, one to play the G40, and then the inserts to play just either the Pacific or Europe side of the game. And he has his own account tracker, IPC tracker up top, and then he made his own roundels for that because they're bigger and thicker. I mean, he literally customized just about everything you could customize in the game. He's currently working on doing a map. I'm kind of excited to see that. I mean, I can only imagine something that would take a long time. But he's made his own card deck. He has his own money that he made. He has his own air bases and naval base pieces that he puts on board. He's actually, I believe he said he's having them injected and molded from a company. And just recently, he had just got done making hit dice, his own dice, which he's I believe selling to people who want them. But amazing. I mean, he's literally taken just about everything he could and customized it some way. And then, so going through all those customization videos, he has with the board, he has like a battle box thing where he can take the top off it. And you got place to roll your dice, and stuff slots for all the dice and all the money and that kind of stuff. It's just amazing when you think of the time and effort he put into it. Where just the time and effort to put into playing the game is a lot already, but just the look that he put the extra time into customizing it to something he wanted. Then above and beyond that, the card deck he made. I don't have it because I haven't printed it off yet, to be honest. But I want to, because my I don't have any way to look at the national objective. Essentially, what I do when I play is I typed them up in layman's terms, so you don't have to read all the stuff that the books have, and just took pictures of them on my phone, which is a very cheap way of doing it, obviously. But when you have a family and kids, you got to find cheap ways to do everything. But at any rate, his card deck is really good, not only for the objectives, but just for people who might have questions or not really know how to play the game. It goes through different aspects of the game of the turn and what different units do and what their special abilities are, all that kind of stuff, which is great, especially if you're new. And then what he recently just started doing was a series on all of his painted miniatures. I guess I didn't go into that yet. He also painted all of his own miniatures. Watching his videos give it obviously a lot more justice than I do. But it goes on to explain how he painted them, and then certain pieces he didn't like the sculpts they had in the generic game, so he went and bought ones from historical board gaming and that kind of stuff. And one of the cool things that I thought that he'll go over if you watch those, obviously, is that for his France miniatures, the bombers that they have, there's no only bomber that is a French bomber, really. So he did research and essentially took a couple different bombers that are in the game, cut them apart and put them together. I believe it's a German bomber, the front of a German bomber and the back of a British bomber, I believe, that he glued together to make it look similar to what the French actually had. Not only that, all of his paint schemes are all historically accurate. He went in and did lots of research on not only the scheme but the color. And then he has a bunch of decals over everything that so you can designate what goes to where with the country decal on it. But not only that, his boats have the numbers on it that the boats would have. His airplanes have insignias and stuff on the airplanes themselves, like the Flying Tiger one for the Chinese has, from far away, it looks like the White Tiger. I mean, it's kind of like a white stripe kind of on the side, but you're not going to bring the piece right up to your eye and look at it. It's not going to be on the board. It looks amazing. The only, I guess, downside, in my opinion, to that is the same thing that Young Grasshopper said too. Was for me, once you get all the pieces on the board, they all kind of start to become a wash because they're all painted. None of them are color coded, I guess. So I mean, I played the game enough to where I would know the molds anyway. It wouldn't bother me too much, I don't think. But it does start to get that way where everything kind of comes together. But I mean, amazing job. I would like just to have a little bit of the talent that he has for that kind of stuff, but I really don't. So don't expect, if you're watching my videos, don't expect to ever really see painted pieces unless somebody else does them for me, because I don't have the patience or the skill to do that, to be honest. So with all the painted figs he did, he also made his own boxes, which is what I was poking fun at here. Now his boxes are aged and to look the same as his board is, basically. But he inside made his own dividers out of wood. Excuse me. And then he also has slots for all of his own cards and money to be put right into the box itself. And of course, all of his stuff's separated out. But it looks amazing. And then on the top of the box, he has medals that he got from the country during World War II, I believe, inlaid on the top, so it's nice and flush with the top of the box. And then once you open the box, you take the lid off. On the back of the lid has a setup chart for each country that he made himself, and so just basically everything he did is almost all original. Obviously the board's not, because the board is from the board game itself, meaning the actual fold-out board. But that's really about the only thing that's really still there from the base game. I guess some dice he uses for for like convoys and for bombing raids and stuff. He has some normal six-sided dice, but even his dice he has that he made special. So I mean, it just about everything he could really do to customize his game he has. Besides, like, make an actual game board, which he's working on now, like I said. So I mean, this above and beyond, I guess, my very dry analytic way of telling you what he's done. His videos are really entertaining. He's got a good energy and a good flow to his videos, and it kind of keeps your attention. So I mean, his videos are great. There seems to be a lot of YouTubers out here now, which is great. Even when I started just a little while ago, there's been some that's popped up after me, or have revitalized their channel. And I'm not going to go into them too much, because my purpose for this series is to go into in depth about each, not each, I guess, but in depth with some of the YouTube channels, and just talk about their channels in length, whether to just giving a shout out, which is consequently the same thing that young Grasshopper is doing, and he actually did it the night before I came up with the idea. That next morning, I woke up and there was a video actually talking about Sireblood, who was going to be my first video I did this on. So, even though I'm kind of, I guess, beating a dead horse, sorry Blood for saying that, but doing the same thing somebody else is doing, as I've heard the saying go, any publicity is good publicity, right? So I guess the more you get out there. So definitely check out his video, his channels. He has another section that he's doing currently, which is strategies, which is very, very interesting. I can tell just from playing, I'm rather new at the game yet, and I've been doing a lot of stuff that newer people do. For instance, the Tyranno Raid, if people are familiar with that. Then going to and watching Sireblood's videos, he doesn't do it, and he's been playing the game for a long time, and he said that, you know, when you're first starting out, that might be a good thing to do, but later on you might want to kind of change it. And his strategies are very, very intriguing to me. I'm definitely want to you know, see and try what he does, and then kind of, you know, potentially tweak it. But again, every strategy you have is going to have to be tweaked during game anyway, because no game's going to go the same. But his German one too, I think, is pretty cool. Somebody commented and called it Cobra Kai strategy, so that's kind of what it got named. But how he goes in through southern Russia, and goes where all the money is for Russia instead of northern Russia, where a lot of people go to kind of get the Leningrad factory right away. He goes all out for southern Russia, just kind of holds the north end, and doesn't allow them to break through it. Granted, there's a lot more to it than that, but that's the basic gist. And that to me seems very, very intriguing. I tried it once on AAA just against the AI, and I botched it horribly, and it went bad. But it was because of me, not because of the strategy. So I'm going to give that one a shot again. So yeah, his channel is really, really good. Not only is his channel, I guess, unique in the way that his different strategies he does and all of his customizations, but like I said, it's entertaining to watch. So it kind of holds your interest there. So I will put a link in the description for his channel, so you can go ahead and check it out if you haven't yet. So I guess, you know, like I said, Side Our Blood, I wanted to do kind of like a spoof video, hence the, you know, the fancy collared shirt and all the stuff out here. Just kind of do like in homage to say I, you know, appreciate what you're doing. What you're doing is great. Keep doing it. You know, initially, when I decided to make some YouTube videos, I honestly didn't even know you were out there. The only two I really knew was General Hand Grenade and Young Grasshopper, and I said, hey, you know, maybe I should give it a shot. You know, give this whole YouTube thing a shot. And then before I did it, I watched your videos, and I try to get not only the you know, analytical side of things and just basically showing things, but I try to make mine not so cut and dry. You know, somewhat, I don't typically script anything I do, which is probably why I stumble on my words quite a bit. But I don't know if you do or not, but if you do, you don't make it sound like you do. So my point being, I purposely want to take some aspects of different YouTubers. The aspect of yours being that it flows pretty nice. It is entertaining, and it seems you know, pretty genuine and not scripted, I guess. So anybody out there who hasn't checked out Side Our Blood's channel yet, again, it's going to be in the description box. Definitely, you know, send me some comments about you know, this idea. I don't know if I'll be, you know, necessarily making fun of everybody, but I'm going to go through and go in depth with different YouTubers. I haven't really decided what YouTuber I was going to do next. I just wanted to get this video out there here. So everybody who's out there, just you know, it's if you do want to make a channel, my advice to you is don't hesitate. Don't be afraid of doing the same thing somebody else is doing. The biggest thing that I've noticed since doing it and talking to the different guys who do it, you know, your Young Grasshoppers, your General Hand Grenades, Biggie, Side Our Blood. I don't think he has a channel, but John Brown does a lot of comments. It all seems to be a pretty big community. Everybody kind of helps everybody out, gives each other's ideas for different channel segments, and just the general encouragement you get through doing it. So don't be afraid to do it, or think, hey, you know, I don't know if I want to go in front of a camera or in my case phone. That being said, too, don't think you have to buy expensive equipment. That was my thinking first. I don't know if I have the stuff to do it. I realized I have like $1,000 phone. I think it can handle doing some videos. So I mean, don't be afraid to do it, and keep giving yourself reasons not to. If you want to do it, just do it. Good thing about my situations, I have an awesome wife who's sitting on the couch over there, who is a very, very encouraging, and allows me to do things like spend a lot of time away from home playing the game so I can do videos, even though I'm sure she'd like me home more often. So I mean, it's nice to have that support structure, and it's nice to have the support from other YouTubers. I mean, I haven't really heard a single negative comment yet, which I'm surprised. Just because people in YouTube land, typically can be kind of mean, not necessarily the people who make the videos, but just anybody who's out there. So that's kind of cool to see that people, for the most part, dig the fact that we're starting to get a large following for YouTubers out there that just do X and Allies content. So anybody who wants to, I would encourage you just to go ahead and do it. Don't make excuses why not to do it. Even if you don't want to be in front of the camera, because obviously when I'm doing my, walkthrough, or not walkthrough, but playthrough videos, I'm obviously not in front of the camera. But don't be embarrassed to go in front of the camera. Obviously, people who've watched my channel now know that I stutter, and it's a lot of people would say, hey, you don't want to put your voice out there just because you don't want to be embarrassed, whatnot. Granted, I'm a 33-year-old man, and that definitely does not embarrass me anymore. But don't make excuses of I don't have enough confidence going in front of the camera. I don't this, that, or the other thing. Just go ahead and do it. It's an awesome thing to get more and more content out there, and really the more content we get out there, the more ideas we'll have, the more entertainment, I guess, we'll put out there, which is a good thing. In this day and age when you have so much entertainment and content at your fingertips at all times, it's cool to have variety, a different way of looking at things. So I will do more segments like this, not necessarily my last couple-minute rant about just going and doing it, but about the different YouTubers themselves and different things they've done with their channel. So yeah, most definitely go ahead and go in the description box. If you haven't before, check out Cyberblood's channel, and I'll come back to you with more content as soon as I can.